Two AI titans, one burning question, which one really delivers? On one side, ChatGPT, the popular powerhouse from OpenAI. On the other, Claude, the smart challenger from Anthropic. We're putting both to the test with tasks that actually matter. Creativity, accuracy, reasoning, speed, safety, and more. Forget the hype and marketing jargon. Let's see how they stack up in the real world. Each round earns points, and in the end, you'll know exactly which chatbot comes out on top. And trust me, the winner might just surprise you. Let's get into it. Alright, here's our mind map for today. You can think of this almost like your AI cheat sheet. We'll walk through conversation, coding and math, reasoning, ethics and safety, context handling, plugin and tool support, and of course, price. Ready? Let's get into it. First up, conversation. ChatGPT really goes all in on chit-chat. It's loaded with knowledge, and it's super smooth with follow-up questions. Sometimes, honestly, it can talk a little too much, and the answers get kind of wordy, but hey, you get a full picture. On the flip side, Claude is definitely context-aware and tends to be pretty careful in how it explains stuff. But sometimes you're like, wait, is that it? It can be a bit too brief. Edge here goes to ChatGPT, but both are super solid. Let's talk coding and math now. So if you've ever used ChatGPT for coding, you know it's a beast. It spits out code in pretty much any language, and the tool integration, wild. But yeah, sometimes you'll see those famous hallucinations where it just makes stuff up. Claude? It's actually great at following logic and explaining things in plain English, but it just doesn't really match the sheer flexibility of ChatGPT's plugins and add-ons. The point goes to ChatGPT no contest. Okay, reasoning. Honestly, both are neck and neck here. ChatGPT is strong with multi-turn reasoning, though sometimes it gets a little overconfident and barrels into wrong answers. Claude, on the other hand, is basically the super cautious honor student. It rarely makes stuff up, but sometimes it'll just, avoid answering or hedge too much. I'm calling this one a draw. Okay, quick trivia break before we wrap up. Did you know that Claude's context window is so big you can literally feed it an entire novel in one go? That means it won't just summarize a chapter. It'll summarize War and Peace if you want it to. Mind blown. Next up, ethics and safety. So this is where Claude really stands out. It won't even go near anything remotely risky, which is kinda cool, and definitely safe. Sometimes maybe a little annoying if you need something slightly sensitive, but still legal, but they really take their guardrails seriously. ChatGPT is great for content moderation, but can sometimes miss the subtle stuff. The win here goes to Claude. Context handling. Oh, and here's something cool. Claude has an insanely long memory. I mean, you can throw entire novels at this thing and it'll still summarize or answer questions about the whole thing. That's its superpower. ChatGPT is pretty solid for chat memory and threads, but yeah, after a while, it starts to forget stuff or can't read super long docs. Claude takes this one easily. Plugins and tool support. This is where ChatGPT basically flexes super hard. Plugins, browsing, really advanced tools. I mean, it's almost like having a mini internet at your fingertips. Just a catch though, most of the cool stuff is paywalled, so free users don't get as much. Claude? Basically no plugin store right now, just some API tricks. ChatGPT clearly takes the win for power users. Let's talk price for a second. So, this one is kinda wild. Claude's newest model, Sonnet, is totally free, and you can use it without even logging in some places. That's huge if you just need to get in, ask a question, and leave. ChatGPT has a free tier, but honestly, a lot of features, especially the cool ones, are stuck behind a paywall. So if you just want insane value for $0, Claude is the one. If you look across the categories, kind of like this radar chart we've built out, there's a really interesting pattern. ChatGPT just rules when it comes to plugins, coding, and overall versatility. But then Claude comes right back with those monster wins on context length, ethics, and free access. So, for my final take, if you're deep into coding, automation, or you just want as many tool integrations as possible, ChatGPT is definitely the one you want. But if you're reading, summarizing, or you care a lot about safety and you don't want to jump through subscription hoops, Claude is actually pretty awesome these days. So for this round, Claude sneaks ahead with a couple of subtle wins. If this helped you out, or if you want to see even more AI showdowns like this, hit that subscribe button and keep watching. You won't want to miss what's next.